Everyone, and welcome to session 1 for the course. In this session, I want us to spend time looking at a few setup requirements or prerequisites that we must perform whenever we want to create a web application in the Go programming language. I have provided a handout to you. So the instructions and steps that are on the handout are essentially what I will be discussing so that you have a better understanding of what you should be doing. All right, so let me open my terminal. The first step is to create a directory for our project. And since we typically name our directory as the name of our project, then for this example, we will be using Topot as the name of our directory because we are stating that our project is named Topot. Okay, so mkdir Topot, we should have a directory named Topot, which we do. And so we will go into that directory, cd Topot. It's currently empty. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is to create a main.go file. Okay, so I am going to use a touch command, main.go. Okay. So of course, main.go, it's an empty file. Okay, so there's nothing in it, right? So it has 0 bytes. We haven't written anything in it as yet. Once we have our main.go file, then we need to do one more thing, which is to create or to enable modules. Okay, so enable modules. Okay. So what does that really mean anyway, to enable modules? It simply means that whenever we are building a web application, most of the time we will need third-party libraries or third-party code, meaning code from other people that we would like to incorporate into our own application. So we must tell Go that our web application will be using third-party code. For those of you who are familiar with Node.js, you can think of it as something similar to NPM. And for those of you who are familiar with Python, Django, and Flask, you can think of it as something similar to pip. Okay. So for Go, we have to actually use enable modules. So to do that, I will use the command go mod init, and I need to specify a module path. Okay. So a module path is simply a unique identifier that uniquely identifies your project. And typically, what I like to do is to use my last name followed by my first name with a .net or whatever. And then, of course, you need to specify the name of the project, which in our case is Topot. Okay. So this is my unique identifier, which is my module path. Okay, so this is my module path. Okay, all right, enter. And so if I type ls, I will see that I have a new file called go.mod. Let's inspect the contents of this file, go.mod, and you'll notice that it has two lines currently. The first one has module followed by my module path, and the second line has the version of Go that we are currently using for this application, which is 1.17, which is the latest version of Go as of this recording. Great. So there's one more thing we need to do. We need to make sure that the Go environment is currently set up to use modules. Okay. Right now, our application has been set up to use modules, but we need to make sure that the Go environment overall, the Go programming language, we want to make sure that it's configured to be able to use third-party modules as well. So to verify that, we will use the go env command. And so we are looking to see if the first variable, which is called go111 module, we want to ensure that it is set to the empty string, or it is set to auto, or it is set to on. Okay, so in our case it's set to the empty string, and I think for all of you it will also be set to the empty string. So it is set properly. What you don't want is for it to be set to off. If it is set to off, then you need to remove the off and simply leave the empty string. Okay, so Go is set up. We will be able to use third-party modules, third-party packages, third-party packages, third-party code, third-party libraries in our application. Okay, so that's it. We have everything set up. So in the next session, we will look at how we can start adding code to our top-up project and build up from there. Now keep in mind, and I'm going to say this once in this first session, this first video for this session. Whatever you are watching, I fully expect that you will repeat the process on your own computer, on your own machine, so that you better understand the process. Okay, so that's the first and the last time that I will be saying that, because it's expected that you will be doing the work yourselves and not simply watching me do the work. Great, I'll see you in the next video.